Hey mathematicians, I'm here today to teach you a really easy and fun game called Shut the Box. You'll need 2 dice and a piece of paper or a whiteboard. If you're using a piece of paper, you can use any kind of marking tool, pencil, marker, crayon, colored pencil. And what you'll need to do is, if it's a 2-player game that you're playing, you'll need to draw one row with 9 boxes in each row and another row with 9 boxes in each row. If you're just doing 1 player, you will only need 1 row with 9 boxes in each row. So the first player picks up the dice and they roll the dice. And in this case, player 1 rolled a 6 and a 1. 6 and 1 makes 7. So there are a few ways that this player can cross off parts of the game. So 6 and 1 makes 7. So the player could cross off 7 or 6 and 1 or 5 and 2 or 4 and 3. In this case, the player is going to cross off 7. The player continues, player 1 continues to roll the dice and now has 3 and 3. Player 1 may cross off 6 or 5 and 1 or 4 and 2. Now we have 7 again. 6 and 1 makes 7. So the options for player 1 would be 5 and 2, 4 and 3, and player 1 rolls again. This time player 1 rolled 6 and 5, which makes 11. So the options the player has for this number are 8 and 3, which make 11. And that is all he can do, or he or she can do. Player 1 rolls again. We have 6. Uh-oh. There's no other way to make 6 with the numbers 9, 4, and 1. So what player 1 has to do now is add 1, 4, and 9 together, which would make 14, and that becomes their score for the first round. 9 plus 4 is 13, and 1 more makes 14. We then go to player 2, who does the same thing as player 1. 6 and 4 makes 10, so they could cross off 6 and 4. They could cross off 5 and 3 and 2. They could cross off 4 and 1. They could cross off 7 and 3, or 8 and 2, or 9 and 1. And they continue playing just like player 1 did. So 3 and 3 is 6. They could cross off 6, or 4 and 2. 3 and 2 is 5. So they're going to cross off 3 and 2. 6 and 2 is 8. And so there's really only one option here, is to cross off 8 with the numbers that are remaining. And 5 and 5 is 10. Uh-oh, player 2 cannot make 10 with the numbers that are remaining. So they add 5 and 4 and 7 together, and they get 16. So player 1 got the lowest score for that round, which means they win that round. And you can play this as many times as you want. It's a great game for practicing your addition facts. Thanks for watching.